Good evening, Norman Woodstock, Floating Bare Bones Radio Broadcasting. This is a brief broadcast to remind you of the elections in Egypt. We thank God the military is still in charge, don't we? I want to remind everyone right now that the altar staffs of this whole planet, every one of them, are using religion as a shield to hide behind their traditional crap. Their philosophies are violent and horrible. A man today told me, because it's driven out of this literature, and remarks made by humans that, quite simply, were the least of the remarks of their day, and the other remarks of their day were edited out of any book collected and given you as the remarks of any ancient ones before you time. Lovely and passive thoughts have been edited out of all literature's remarks, and they run under tradition very much jading the image of humanity. Shame on literature. All of it. The people who read all the time have no wit to even reason with. They are helpless. Vegetables, as most people out of the classroom, 12 years of child labor. Nothing left of them memorizing irrelevant issues. All under the pressure of their image. Garbage. Now we thank you for military rule. It is far less doctrinative and full of faith of idiocy and violence than any older traditional staff. Over there in Egypt, they wanted to do it deceptive, and the United States older staff bribes all the governing legislators. And it's time to get a candid conversation in the United States with a ballot that makes every bribed idiot run against the word no. And that's all that runs for candidacy or any kind of a position in office and professional and officialing. Come on, brain. You can do it. Get the right term in there. There's no synonyms. There's absolutely no synonym in life when you describe it. It's very precise and specific. No more synonyms. All these people in the United States bribe, governing, regulating. They are the horrible of the horrible. And of course, all over nowhere on the planet is there a court system to denounce them. All bribed. All over the globe. Garbage. Humans burn bribery in the tank. They live with momentum and don't know anything about the term energy at all. Percentage evaluation is asinine, and they're walking around like blind rats, living off a hybrid idiot food. Their conceptual process is exactly how Solomon said. It is full of seeming, and the graveyard is full of more reasoning human beings than anyone walking on two legs today. Do you understand me? Thank you very much. Yay, military. When I look at the staff of the military in the United States, it's time to get a conversation that keeps the ballot working and make them all run against the word no. Hold Tupperware parties. Do you want none of the above? Yes or no? Bring those answers out. Most want none of the above. Start with president and mayor and move on through. Sooner or later, you'll do the whole thing with a meeting tonight by law on the computer, everyone simultaneously, and all decisions are made, and not by a click ever, by the logic of the reasoning. You think you can make regulating by logic of reasoning? That would include everyone and jade no one. And your punishment days are over. Period. From childhood to grave. You'll be called into compliance with a far more passive and encouraging hand than punishment. Thank you very much. Good night. We'll look at what has to happen here and do it. Just look at what has to happen. Make this a nice place to live for the children. And do it. Simple as that. Good night. Yea, the younger generation. God told me to go worship them instead of God. God said, I'm sick of your hypocrisy worshiping. Get away from me. How about your God? That's what my God said. Go adore the children. Quit lying about adoring me. You don't know one thing about me, boy. I mean, my Creator said that. My God is the janitor. Here's my God's hands. Are these your God's hands? Are these reasoning's hands or grudge hands? These are the hands of reasoning and curiosity, and have nothing to do with faith and grudge. Everybody knows most faith is carrying a grudge right now. A man from the altar staff told me today he knew Lucifer was bound in hell from the beginning. Shut up. I said, what are you going to do when Lucifer and the Lord make up? The Lord is that and the Lucifer is that, and I know more about it than you do. He had a collar on that said he's a graduate of BS. Good night.